Hi, this is Darren Mangum, securities attorney with the law firm of Mangum and Associates. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Um, Today I want to talk about SPVs, and in particular, what is a SpaceX SPV? What is it? Um, Basically, what is an SPV generally? Well, a special purpose vehicle. Usually it's a private entity. Usually it's a fund or like an LLC or um, limited partnership that's structured just to hold a particular asset, right? And in this case, when we're talking about SpaceX, obviously SpaceX is a private company, um, not public, um, but demand for to invest. How can investors participate or invest in SpaceX? Especially when SpaceX, at least recently, has not put out any sort of offering of securities to the private sector or the public sector. Um, but there's high demand for it, and so there's basically there's a number of entities that people would create in order to buy private shares in, you know, basically private shares in a private company, right? So they would put together a SPV, special purpose vehicle, limited partnership, LLC, what have you, and then offer investment in those in that fund. Would then turn around and buy either a block of existing shares, either privately from an existing shareholder or an existing, maybe there's a hedge fund that invested in an earlier round, like a Series A, Series B, Series C round of SpaceX, and they're holding those shares, and then maybe they want to exit their position, or they want to sell that position, or maybe cash in some of those shares, but obviously there's no public market yet, so they'll sell to basically another private equity investor, or in this case, a special purpose vehicle that was created for the special purpose of investing or buying those shares, right? And yeah, very, very common vehicle to use. And SpaceX obviously is in the news because of Elon Musk, and you know, uh, you know, we watch the rockets go up, and we watch. It's fun to see Trump describing, catching the rocket. I saw this beautiful rocket coming down, and the arms just reach out and catch it. So, it's a beautiful sight. Anyway, stuff like that is just like driving interest in private companies, and SpaceX is just one of those examples of you can structure one of these SPVs to buy these kind of shares. Now, valuation is sort of a mystery, right? What is the value of SpaceX? Well, it's a private company. Financial statements aren't publicly available. So people try to glean, okay, usually if the company was offering a direct investment, a direct shares offering, then clearly they would disclose financial statements to those private investors. But in this case, since these SPVs are buying the shares on the secondary market on a private basis, there's not a lot of data, not a lot of data available for consumption as far as like financial statements, disclosures, and all that, because it's a private company, right? So anyway, it's a little bit of a gamble, right? As to okay, you're buying at what valuation on the private market. These shares may be exchanged on really whatever terms that are negotiated, right? There is no, again, public exchange or public information, and so. But yeah, that's very, very common. Some people are saying, well, SpaceX is maybe worth more than $115 a share, but is it worth 200, 500? It's just a little bit of a gamble. And these kind of funds are, that they're banking on the idea that maybe in the future, SpaceX might go public. And again, I'm using SpaceX as just an example. This really could be used for any. We've structured lots of these sort of SPV type funds to make acquisitions of real estate, or buying existing companies. Like a search fund would put together and go buy an existing company by a private company. In that case, those financial statements and the valuation are usually knowable, whereas these sort of vehicles are a little bit of a gamble. They're hoping that, okay, maybe if we buy it at $115 a share in the future, that's worth $500, $1,000 a share. Who knows, right? And they'll make money, right? You never know. But anyway, it's just an exciting time and a very viable vehicle to do so. So obviously at Mangum and Associates, we help put together these kind of SPVs all the time. And if you're looking for to make that kind of acquisition, again, it doesn't have to be SpaceX. It could be really any sort of acquisition of any sort of private asset. SPV fund, private fund may be a great vehicle. We obviously can help make sure it's structured properly, legally, and all of that. So if that's of interest to you, please reach out. And thanks for watching my YouTube channel. If you haven't, I know I'm plugging this book a lot. If you haven't gotten your copy of Raising Capital with Confidence, please, I'll put a link in the show notes, or not the show notes. This is not a podcast, in the description, and you can get your copy. Obviously, if you become a client of the firm and you sign up for the professional package, we're offering this as a free gift to thank you for your business. But anyway, thanks for watching my YouTube channel, and hopefully you find this content helpful. Please fulfill it or share it, like and subscribe, all of the above, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.